All right, Leos, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is going to be for December 14th to the 20th. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to this channel, be sure to check the description down below. All right, Leo, so it's been a very transformative first couple weeks of December. Now things ease up a little bit. We've got Venus going into dignity in Libra. We've got easier aspects in the sky, some sextiles, and that Mars squaring up to Uranus and Pluto eases up off of that 1 degree orb. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like for you personally. Right here at the beginning of the week, we do have the sun, your ruler, squaring up to Jupiter. So you guys could be feeling quite optimistic this early part of the week, or quite expansive, especially with Jupiter in your first house. So that's a good way of integrating it. You know, it's been a time for you to expand with your goals, with your self-interest, with your just general life motivation, life inspiration, and even self-expression. And so with that, early part of the week could be good for those matters involving expansion of self and goals, as well as these new beginnings involving home and family. Now, the home and family stuff, or the personal, domestic aspects of life, maybe even your health, has been quite serious with Saturn down here in the 4th house, but that's good. It's helping you ground it, make it long-term. But in this new lunar cycle, where we've had this last new moon in your 4th, it is the season now to be expanding upon and really building the things that are meaningful to you on that root level: home, family, your personal life, domestic life, and even your health as well. So good energy there with that. Maybe channeling in some of that optimism could be quite productive or quite good. Now, Mercury does sextile up to Neptune this early part of the week. So for you with the financial material stuff, and maybe even your friends and groups, could be easygoing this early part of the week, which is quite nice. And it's all happening in your 5th house. It's going to be quite transformative with Mercury going over Pluto later in the weekend, which I'll talk about. But at the early part, you know, definitely good energy here for the interests, the hobbies, creative pursuits, and whatever you'd consider your passions in life. You know, it's your house. Now, as we go through the rest of the week here on Thursday, Venus does sextile up to Pluto. And so there is good energy here with the career stuff and maybe even the communications. And this is really seen by the fact that Venus is getting out of debilitation, Virgo, and going into Libra. So much better placement for things like your career, for communications, correspondence. I think you could enjoy that. Maybe even social aspects of life, could enjoy those one-on-one connections there, and learning, reading, writing, sharing, etc. And you could find that quite transformative around that middle to later part of the week. Now, going into the weekend, the sun, your ruler, does square up to the north node. So there is some integration here with the life path. I think this is particularly involving the financial material aspects of things, which are changing for you over the weekend with Mercury going over Pluto. But here with this, I think there's some things to be seen, some things to be integrated and worked on. It could be with your values in life in general, not necessarily just the financial stuff, but really examining your values, what's really important to you, and how you can build and work concretely towards these aims, which has been that north node in your 2nd house, and also where there's a lot of perhaps motivation and drive with Mars in that 2nd as well. Now, like I said, over the weekend, Mercury does conjoin up to Pluto. So there is this transformational energy for you with the financial material stuff, as well as maybe even with your groups and your friends, okay, or anything you're doing on an organizational level. All of that could be changing, and it's all changing because your self-expression has been changing over many years with Pluto in that 5th house. And I think naturally you have been thinking more about self-expression, maybe more about your hobbies and interests. So being open to change there, being open to seeing things in a new perspective with those areas, I think is a great way of working with it and taking whatever actions are necessary so you can have more freedom in those areas. You know, freedom with the material and financial aspects, freedom with the groups and friends, and also with the way you express yourself. And keeping it nice and grounded, though, keeping those areas grounded, because squaring up to Uranus sometimes feels like we want to make some sudden changes, but it's important to take it nice and slow, listen to that, but integrate it here with your interests in life. And then also over the weekend, Venus does trine up to Chiron. So there is some healing, I think, taking place with your public image, your career, and also those communications as well. That rejuvenating feeling, as it often is, with Venus trining up to Chiron. All right, Leo, so I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Take care.